Hello everybody. How are we doing? Okay. Hi Flo, how are you doing? Market cipher good for short. Let me just look across all the different time frames. I'm gonna tell you. So the daily, I mean, momentum is exhausted, so you're probably not gonna get like a huge dump. Might have to reset a little bit, but money flow is going red. 12-hour looks also very exhausted. But I mean, it looked exhausted a few days ago and it still dropped heavily, so money flow is still very red across all time frames. And especially like the 1 hour with the VWAP that high is, yeah, rather bearish in my opinion. What else do we have? We have loads of longs on Binance. I think Bybit closed their longs mostly. So let me phrase it like this. The short right now doesn't look too bad. You have some limits up here, but at the same time you have to be very aware that what price did was it made a swing fail on those range lows and it's still within that support zone. Technically it's still bearish. Money flow is still very bearish and there was no higher high. There was like a higher low, but only by a margin. I mean, I have to say, I look at candle closes. This was a golden pocket 786 retracement. Even with limit order supporting the price, which was actually a good long. And then those orders appeared and that's why I started shorting. But as I said, for now I'm on the sidelines. We had so much volatility and downside movement during the last days, so I would anticipate like a slowdown of momentum overall. I'm seeing that the spot selling has kind of stopped for now. There's not so much spot selling anymore. Look, like Coinbase. Coinbase started buying heavily, Coinbase spot, this whole move down here. For me, there are two things important for trying a long here. The first thing would be a structure change. So I'd like to see this getting broken. So this is the first thing. And second thing is, I would actually like to see this go up a little bit, the money flow and also momentum. And if it confirms it with like spot buying even, or at least not as much spot selling as before, then I'm inclined to give the long a shot maybe. Look at something like this now. Maybe something like this. I mean, you have 2.4k in longs opened at, what is it, like 62.3, and another, yeah, all at the same average, I'd guess. And I mean, usually on this downward move, Binance also started to long into like weird zones, and they kind of got overrun, like this guy, for example. I mean, overall, the probability that Binance is right is definitely higher, but you can see that they have been wrong on this strong downtrend as well. But if this is going to be the start of a new range, they're probably gonna be right. JMC, how are you doing? Coinbase is actually starting to buy, and the Binance sell-off just didn't really do that much. This whole move was the Binance spot selling and perp selling as well. But now you can see everyone is buying. Have you seen the JMC? Have you seen the deposit from BlackRock? They deposited 320 million into Coinbase again. We also looked at funding going down, which correlates with here spot. Look at that. If you zoom out, Coinbase basically drove this whole move. So Coinbase bought all of that. Binance spot was like pretty straight. But yeah, look how difficult it is for them to push the price at a higher high. Because in my opinion, once they get that higher high and they get the structure change, you start to reach the first stops. Yeah, look, most of the Binance shorts actually closed, probably TP'd from this move down. So at peak it was like 5k and half of them already TP'd. What is S&P doing and Nasdaq? Look at that. This was on Tuesday, so we looked at that. And here, once again, little setup, little 1 hour market cipher setup. Well, I think I'm gonna head to the gym right now, pretty soon. And since, yeah, for me there's not really a short here, I'm not worried about missing anything. If it drops, then it drops, but as of right now, I don't know if the short is really the best trade, or if you're just sidelined and you're fine. But nevertheless, we have some levels that we talked about. We have the bullish retest of this trend line. You could argue that you're still looking at this fib, so this golden pocket is still in play. Well, and then obviously you have the big swing fail possibility at 59.8, but you can already see, yeah, the limits piling up, and spot is still buying, at least Coinbase. Oh yeah, and just be aware of that. And what it did yesterday. Spot buying, price ranging, spot selling, price dropping hard. Possible that it's doing the same, but could also just be ranging around that box. So just be aware of that, manage risk. Once again, if you're interested in helping us test our software, ProjectAnalysis, just reach out to us. Until then, I wish everyone a very nice day. and have a great time. See ya, guys.